John had always been a procrastinator. He would put off important tasks until the last minute, leaving him feeling stressed and overwhelmed. But he never seemed to learn his lesson. That was until one day, he had a close call that made him realize the true cost of his procrastination. John had an important presentation to deliver to his boss and his team the next day. He had known about the presentation for weeks, but he kept putting it off, telling himself he had plenty of time. But when he finally sat down to work on it, he realized that he had underestimated the amount of time and effort required. He worked through the night, fueled by coffee and adrenaline, but he still wasn't finished when it was time to leave for work. He planned to finish the presentation on the train ride to the office, but he never made it that far. As he was rushing out the door, he tripped over a rug and fell down the stairs. He hit his head and blacked out. When he woke up, he was in the hospital with a concussion and a broken leg. John realized that he had been so focused on his procrastination that he had neglected his own safety. He had been so consumed with the stress of finishing the presentation that he hadn't taken care of himself. During his recovery, John had time to reflect on his habits. He realized that putting things off until the last minute wasn't just stressful, it was dangerous. He vowed to change his ways and to take action right away instead of waiting until the last minute. When he returned to work, John was a changed man. He no longer put things off until the last minute, and he realized that taking action right away was actually less stressful than procrastinating. He was more productive, more focused, and more confident in himself. John's close call had been a wake-up call for him, and he was grateful for the lesson he had learned. He knew that he would never go back to his old procrastinating ways, and he was excited to see where his newfound productivity and motivation would take him.